Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This time I'm not happy. This is my reaction video on what has happened in last 48 hours. This was me who had mentioned in the very first place that Lionel Messi is joining. It was actually published in Saudi Gazette, but in last 48 hours, what has transformed has anguished everyone. We all people over here in Saudi Arabia, especially me, I am so much frenetic and I'm so much happier for Saudi Arabia that Saudi Arabian Football League and Saudi Arabian football clubs as a whole, Saudi Pro League is getting fame. And it is getting popular because the world-renowned players are joining our Saudi football clubs like Al Hilal, Etihad, and Nasser, and all of that. So Saudi Pro is getting famous all over the world, and Lionel Messi was one of that block which was going to join this break, and he was a very vital cog in the wheel. Of course, one of the greatest to be considered as the greatest footballer of all time, if not the better than even Maradona. So the deal was going on, the Saudi Arabians were there in Paris, but this is my reaction video, what has exactly gone wrong. I'm going to put to you, all my viewers, all my subscribers over there, that what exactly must have been wrong. These are my views. These are all my personal views. We talk on 2 points. What must be the reasons on that Saudi Arabia that he refused to enter Saudi Arabia? Who Lionel Messi? And second, probably Saudi management, the football club itself has done wrong. These are my personal views, which are only for you people. You know what, Lionel Messi? Now, Lionel Messi, the first thing which we did wrong, we in the sense as Saudi football management team, the whole team which had visited France, so called. See, look, we were offering, it is by and large, by and this time, it is known that he has joined in Miami club from USA. But we do not care that for what million of dollars he has joined. 60 million it is said, and Adidas is going to pay him some share, and some another Apple somewhere which is going to make, and is also going to hold some stake in their shares, which we are not bothered at all. Our main important point is, why did he refuse Saudi Arabia? Now here, this is my personal opinion. Of course, his family members had reservations, and which the most vital, the most important was his wife. We come to know from relevant sources over here, which are again hidden in inverted commas. We do not know. In fact, the sources itself were funny, ridiculous. Wife must have had reservations that her freedom was getting curbed. Of course, in Saudi Arabia now, it is very much open. Ronaldo's wife is there. Benzema has already come over here. So we all are discussing what must be. We're getting to know. We still do not know officially what exactly is that, but we personally feel like that. Why I'm telling you? Because he has refused to. In that prize money was even near to $1,000 million if sources have to be believed. It had officially gone till $500 million. Ronaldo was signed for about 200 or 250 million. This money is even out of our consideration. We cannot even think, it's astronomical. But then, the first point, why did he refuse? So we come to know that his family could have been the possible reason. He or she, his family, of course his father and all of that, they were reserved to come to and locate to Saudi Arabia. He had visited Saudi Arabia just for fun earlier. Maybe after visiting over here, he come to know that in Saudi Arabia, his freedom was getting cut, especially his wife. They would love to have enjoyed too much of freedom, too much of independence. Saudi Arabian authorities and officials are pretty much now granting nowadays to all the visitors which are coming over there. The majority of the restrictions had been removed. Now here, this is my view. My first point over here in my reaction is that Lionel Messi, we aren't calling him a fool. Look, he's a man of principles and he loves his football, and I really admire the fact that he wanted only that football be victorious, not him. So in the sense, he wants that his football skills doesn't low down. Probably might be these things also might be going on that he doesn't consider Saudi football as competitive, as skilled as he would be considering US. Of course, in US also he's not going to get those players only, but then his vision is different. We come to know that after some years, there is a 2026 football which is going to get hold in US, and he might wants to get familiar with the club, grounds and blah, etc, etc. But why Saudi officials give him the prize? Look, my reaction is like this, very clear. So when you are offering him the prize, Lionel Messi, and they are coming to know, these are two easy things which you are getting vibes from Lionel Messi. So when you are speaking to you, you could easily make out that he is not interested in money. There was no point in giving him the offer. So this is versus my personal view, that we should not have, we in the sense the Saudi officials, the Hilal club or the club, Nasser club, whichever club was wanting to buy him, and the delegates which had visited over there. So they should not have offered him an astronomical amount, which is that $1 billion and all of that, because when they had come to know from the very beginning itself that this fellow, Lionel Messi, is not interested in money. Probably he has reservations, he has problem with the restrictions which are there in Saudi Arabia. Might be some other reasons also. The Saudi Arabia are not open to human rights, blah blah. It is not open to it. Is in fact given the best of the rights possible to all the humans, visitors, whoever are coming in. So we're not going to interject. It is his view. But when they were, my point is, when they come to know that his individual views were that my wife, maybe my family would not be able to locate. If you had come to know, we still do not know. That's my personal view. Then you should not simply have spoken to him about the money. Look, you could have done a different strategy. The management, the Saudi management. Okay, if his family was the problem, you could have come to know of this and look, okay, dear Messi, we are not offering you money, but whatever your reasons are, please, the objections, whichever your objections are, what obstacles are coming that you are finding that you do not want to shift to Saudi Arabia, I would try to sort out that. If your wife is the reason, your family is the reason, we could handle some another delegate. We'll go back to Saudi Arabia and we'll bring up the best of the women representatives possible from our country, and we will visit your place in Argentina, your family. So this is only what I wanted, that to crack a deal. What has now happened is that Saudi Arabia, to a certain degree, has become a joke. Has become a joke. In the entire media, in the international media, Western, especially Asia, Western Europe, they wanted this and they had come. Look, here in what is what I want to convey this message. I'm so very heartfelt when the Qatar World Cup was hold. It was me who was supporting the Qatari officials. Look, Saudi officials, we have to take some lessons from Qatari officials. They have managed so very professionally. And over here we were faltering. So we had to make a proper agenda, we had to make a proper strategy, and then should have gone to approach Lionel Messi and told Lionel Messi, like, okay, these are your reservations, these are obstacles we are going to cater, that the money was not the solution for it. So there was no point by offering him 600 million, 700 million, 500 million, 400 million. And why the Saudi Arabian authorities as a whole have become a joke, the football management as a whole has become a joke, because why is not offering? Why Lionel Messi ended up not accepting 600 million, 700 million? Everybody's mind, this is the basic question which is there. That why the Saudi, he refused. He refused this amount. So what is such a big problem in Saudi Arabia that he has refused such a big amount and doesn't want to go? Amount was not the thing on Lionel Messi's mind at all, and not any time. It was never on his mind. He had some reservations with his family, and they were not wanting. Probably they were losing their freedom, independence to a certain degree. Getting curved, we can understand that bias and all. It is not a mandatory condition necessity now in Saudi Arabia. We all know the concerts, the very programs and the theater programs which are being held over there in Saudi Arabia, entertainment programs which are going, the concerts and dance shows and live shows. Abaya has become now not said a necessity. So could be one reason. Second, we should not have. This is my reaction video. This is my own personal reaction. That I'm very, very angry with this whole situation. That the way we were, as Saudi officials, we were not able to manage this. 1, 2. Let us talk now about Lionel Messi. What does he think of himself? Okay, fine. We are not criticizing him at all. But, Ya Habibi, Ya Lionel Messi, if really you have had refused to come to Saudi Arabia, because we have already done some constructive criticism work on Saudi Arabia, but yeah, Lionel Messi, my message is to you as an ardent fan of football, you could have given a try. There are so many other international players who are coming to this Saudi Pro League, so they must be considering that as a future. Benzema, and probably we are going to see some really bigger superstars. There is Neymar in the list, some other players which I am not aware of. So you could have, and it was becoming competitive, not from the money perspective. Overall, you could have found the good competition over here in Saudi. So yeah, Lionel Messi and people like you, international stars, you could have given Saudi Pro League a chance. So you might have faltered over here a bit. That much only I can speak. It's such a great player. I do not have any worth to give you any sort of substance. As an ardent fan, you have must missed little bit to trick. You could have visited Saudi Arabia. This was my reaction. So I have my personal opinions. What has transformed in last 48 hours and 72 hours beyond our imagination, beyond our thinking. We aren't able to understand. We all as football fans are arguing with each other. What has that gone wrong? This is my personal, that we did not put our case study in front of Saudi officials. We did not put our case study in front of Lionel Messi, what exactly his problems were, and we had not countered them. Had we countered them properly, we would have been able to troubleshoot it properly. There was no point in raising the money to 700, 600, and after that the whole world is making fun and jokes over here. Oh, he refused 800 million. Why did you even offer him $800 million? You could have easily offered him 300 and 320, 330 because you had come to know that this guy's not getting. If they didn't, you were coming to know na, that he's not even accepting 1,000 million, that guy would have never even accepted $2,000 million also. So therein we just missed a trick. My final suggestion, we are very much near to in last 7 years as a Saudi resident. I'm saying I love Saudi Arabia. I just love Saudi Arabia too. And I really want the 2020-30 World Cup, Football World Cup to be held over here. It's going to be a biggest spectacle, and I'm sure we will even overtake Qatar also to a certain degree. Of course, we will be having Egypt and those Greece. If at all we end up winning the bid. So we should be in contact with Qatari officials. They had put their heart and soul in conducting that 2022 World Cup, which was amazing, successfully. I had numerable videos on them. So we have to keep communication with them. We have to take a lesson from Qatari officials. How did they ended up making an arrangement? Of course, our volunteers had gone to Qatar and we had very good friends. So if by taking a cue from their book, by taking a lesson from their officials, we would never falter big time like this. Lionel Messi chapter is over. Finish. We forgot Lionel Messi. Who is he? He's not a god. And there are Habibi, there are better France players than, and we all know in final what had happened. That final was pretty much had gone from Argentina, and that what his name, Lionel Messi. It was only because of luck. Mbappe was the player. Mbappe deserved to win that final, we all know. But then destiny was with Lionel Messi, and in penalty shootouts he won. Otherwise, Argentina had lost the final. We pretty much know that. The France players are far more skilled, competent than him. And we have, as Saudi Arabians, we are able to procure him. So we have to forget the chapter of Lionel Messi. We get a lesson that this way we will not present our case as football clubs. And hopefully we will not make mistakes like that and become a joke in the international media. This was my reaction video. I hope all you viewers, all my subscribers would have liked it. Please share it. Subscribe to my channel and keep my channel growing. Thank you very much. Bye for now.